It is my great honor to introduce Mr. Yogesh Solanki, Department of Science. With his unwavering dedication and exceptional expertise, he has nurtured countless young minds, infusing us with a profound love for science. Through his leadership and passion, he has encouraged us to explore the boundaries of knowledge, question the unknown, and challenge our understanding. Without further ado, I now invite Mr. Yogesh Solanki to share a few words of wisdom and take the proceedings further. Please join me in giving him a warm welcome.
Thank you, Kunal. Most of the fundamental ideas of science are essentially simple and may, as a rule, be expressed in a language comprehensible to everyone. This is the famous quote by Sir Albert Einstein. An equally fascinating fact shared by D. Broglie as a hypothesis: the nature consists of energy and matter, and there is symmetry all around nature. So, therefore, energy and matter should have symmetry. You look around yourself. Anything and everything, it is either energy or matter. Such fascinating fact. Okay, I am highly motivated and impressed by this statement. Our principal, Mr. Shantanu Das, CFO and Business Administrator, Mrs. Vani Pratap, Assistant Headmaster, Mr. Sudeep Mukherjee, honorable guests, teachers and my dear students. Good morning and a warm welcome to this celebration, the Science Day 2023. We are gathered here to celebrate the Science Day, and a proper justification can be made to the significance of this day only by appreciating the efforts made by great scientists of our country and in other parts of the globe. We observe this day in India to commemorate the invention of the Raman effect by the Indian physicist Sir Chandrasekhar Venkat Raman. Very interesting models related to science. The exhibits are displayed on the two sides in the aisle area in Assembly Hall. Some are in front also, backside there. Our students have also prepared some experiments under the guidance of science teachers, which will be performed and explained to you by them. This is a collective effort of students and teachers associated with Science Department to motivate everybody present here for developing scientific temperament and to enjoy the world of science. To continue with the proceedings, I share with you all a name which appears in the 12th ISC section at SBA. Despite being a student of commerce stream, Aditya Gupta has a great vigor for science. His passion for science is revealed in his initiative to prepare a first ever science magazine for the school. I request our CFO and Business Administrator, Mrs. Vani Pratap, to come up on the stage and unveil the magazine for SBA.
May I also invite Mr. Shantanu Das and Mr. Sudeep Mukherjee to please join us on the stage for a group photograph.
Feeling of immense satisfaction and happiness, because science probably was never meant to be textbook bound, consigned to the pages of thick, fat volumes hidden between complex equations. Just like we didn't play a game to have the sportsman's spirit, I feel we don't need to be a scientist to have a scientific temperament or to have that scientific approach to things. Aditya is such a wonderful example of that. He studies commerce and he has such a scientific bent of mind. and such a passion for science. That's how science was always meant to be. And it's a beautiful world, the world of science. We're talking Wing Commander Raja Gopalan, Captain King, Kulshrestha, and they were talking about this world of aviation and how they find this fascinating, beautiful, and particularly when they see young minds catching up to those tenets, catching up to that dream, that romance of aviation. I think science should be that. Science should be a romance, actually. It's all around us. We just need to plug in anytime, anywhere, and connect with science. I hope all of us read this magazine. This is the very first venture, because it's a magazine dedicated just to science. We have had such science writings part of our main magazine, but just a magazine on science, it's wonderful. So let's go ahead and feel the science all around us today. And I hope the romance of science connects up with us. Thank you.
I now request the students who are seated to my right to please begin the expedition into the world of science from the right aisle area and make their way to the left after their walkthrough is concluded at the designated aisle. I request the students seated on my left to do vice versa. We hope you have a good time. I sincerely suggest that you return to your seats by 12:40 p.m. as this will allow us to continue the rest of the evening.
All granules are mostly precipitates, they are insoluble salts which are formed during this reaction.
Okay, put it titration. Yes, sir.
We have two reactions.
Smoke bomb. By the way, till the time it takes to do the smoke bomb, I'll show you another experiment.
So in this reaction, in this reaction, there are conditions for the reaction. The reactant should be as soon as the magnet goes inside, or else the reaction won't take place. So here we are doing the third move. The needle move.
And we are using one iron okay.
And then we have a AND gate over here. AND gate is where
And or stands for?
so it's mentioned as
can have two endings. If it's a high mass star, a red giant will explode into one of the most dangerous events, which is a supernova. When the supernova takes place, these are the processes. So first what happens, the chemical bomb detonates, causes the atom bomb to start, it starts the process of nuclear fission. Once nuclear fission happens, that goes in here, that causes, it focuses all the heat on this secondary part over here, that causes the explosion, and that's what causes it.
These stages how much time it takes from reaching from
600 billions of a second. 550 billions of a second for the atomic bomb detonation.
First your primary will take off, right?
Yeah, first primary.
Casing will remain intact.
It will remain intact. It will reflect all the.
In this we have copper solution with the copper sheet and iron nail. What happens is that we pass the electricity to the copper surface. This copper gives out some of the copper from this, and the copper displays from this nail. And the amount of copper that is displaced from this copper sheet goes into this sulfate solution. What happens in this process is
Keep wasting time.
yeah, you can find some copper displaced, which is displaced from this copper. Don't touch. This is used and even after when the copper is displaced, you can see that anode but
it's not great if the inputs are matching. If your inputs are matching, your output will be 1. It's expected. It's destined to perform. So if you give 0 and 0, the bulb glows. The bulb again indicating the objective of the games. Yeah. Any queries? Algorithms, then our IC cards.
So the experiment
That has to be repeated over and over again until the baking powder has finished its work. Once it's done, we're going to redo the experiment by adding baking soda with orange dye instead of green. So that is going to be tricolor. And the gas, the bubbles formed here is actually the gas of carbon dioxide.
Here we'll also be adding the dye so that the smoke release will have a color. I'll be adding the color here.
told them to call before explosion.
Why?
But the water of alcohol I think was low, so that's why. Quantity was not right. See, it didn't burn fully. It should have burned fully.
Right of that, it did not work completely.
We did it come on, Giovanni. During Holi, you get last time.
Very good.
What are those? Nice practice.